Welcome. So some time has passed since the first video of the series. I had breaks in strength and finger training, and overall my training was not very structured. But lately I've managed to get back into the routine, and hopefully I'll continue the series from now on. So for today's video, I want to share some of the takeaways from the trainings that I've done so far, what works for me and what doesn't. So if you're in a similar place in your training or have similar goals, then maybe you'll find something helpful. And for the main part of the video, I want to try my first ever 7A indoor route. So I've never tried a 7A before. I don't really know what to expect. Will the route be completely out of my reach, or will all the moves be pretty much doable? And it's a matter of linking them up together. Can I name my weak spots and things to work on? Yeah, these are the questions that I want to answer and share with you. So let's go. While I discuss my training takeaways, I will play back some of my favorite boulders from this month. So as I mentioned in the first episode of the series, I had some experience from years of easy bouldering, but I just started sport climbing, so this discipline was completely new to me. The main problem I noticed in my lead climbing right away was that I got really pumped in the middle of a 20-move lead climb route, although I could consistently climb up to 40-move circuits of similar difficulty. This happened several times. The problem turned out to be quite simple: fear. The higher up I was, the more force I used to grip each hold. Overgripping the holds caused me to get pumped on easy moves as if I were climbing at my limit. The more pumped I became due to overgripping, the more insecure I felt on the wall, which led to even more overgripping. So I took a step back for a few climbs. I forced myself to grip the holds with just enough force to avoid falling off the wall. I made constant self-checks during clipping and rest positions, asking myself, is that much force really necessary? This adjustment helped me finish both easy and harder routes. During my training, I tried many indoor routes. I managed to climb some 6Bs and 6B pluses. Some of them were done on site, so I believe there's a chance for me to project a 7A that suits my style. I completely dropped the strength training on the fingerboard. I compared my finger strength to data from other climbers on the internet, and working on finger strength at my current level seems to be a waste of time. I will return to the training once I reach a certain level. I switched the fingerboard training to easier but more pumpy repeaters instead, which immediately boosted my climbing abilities. So for those of you that don't know, repeaters are a simple fingerboard training method that emulates a 6-move boulder. You hang for 7 seconds, take a short 3-second break to shake out or chalk up, and then return to hanging. This is repeated for 6 reps, followed by a 2 to 3 minute rest. After the longer rest, you do another set. In a typical hanging session, you should aim for 6 sets. I do a fingerboarding session using a 20mm edge once every 5 to 6 days. I guess the immediate gains suggest that I lack a lot of power endurance. Okay, so this is actually the last boulder. Next up, the 7A attempts. So I must admit that looking from the ground, I really thought that I would be able to flash the 7A. After getting on the wall, I immediately changed my mind. It's not that easy as I thought it would be. Okay, so I'm using the orange holds here. I know them pretty well because the gym has been using them for a long time. You can see the route layout on the right. You can pause if you'd like. Yeah, so up to the second clip, the route is very easy. This is my first attempt, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I missed a good clipping spot. As you can see, I'm moving back and forth, and at this moment my left hand is getting really pumped because it is an overhang. So yeah, left hand wasn't as strong. So I'm moving to the next hold here, which is very good. This one is rubbish. Worst hold on the wall. Here is a side pull that doesn't work from this position. Yeah, I guess this was actually the end of the first attempt. I was extremely pumped at this moment and switched the route to and finished using other holds. Okay, so I analyzed a lot of the first attempt and had a plan for the first and second clip. So after small problems with the first holds, I moved to the clipping position just as planned. Made a clip, and here I knew I need to check out for a second. That was the plan, because the left hand was holding the hold during 2 first clips. Yeah, and here I fell on the first attempt. As you can see, I'm hesitating a lot. Didn't know if I could reach the hold. Now I know on the next attempt I will do it right away. So I'm trying to hold to be able to clip, but didn't manage. So moved to other holds to do a clip, and then I can't really find a good position here to move to the side pull. I actually have a plan for the next attempt to use the hold that I'm holding as an undercling for the right hand. So that's the plan for the third attempt. Here actually I was very tired already. It seems like doing 10 moves is nothing, but I really hold with full power here. Okay, so I moved from the side pull, I moved to the best jog on the entire route. This was also something that I thought it would be the best resting spot. But at this point I knew that the attempt was not very good, so I decided to move up. So the overhang ends here, and after this hold it is a fairly vertical wall, but my pump here was extreme, so this is actually the end of the second attempt. Didn't have any power left. So just to sum up the 7A attempts, I definitely think that the route is within my reach. I don't know if I'll be able to do this specific route because it's been hanging there for almost 2 months now. But yeah, I need to focus on endurance because all of the moves are pretty much doable for me. They're not that hard. The biggest challenge that I have is finding good clipping positions and rest positions, so I need to work on that. The positive thing is that I definitely see progress in my training. And this was actually the first month that I was able to complete 5 6B to 6B plus boulders. Yeah, so this motivates me to keep going. So thanks, and see you next month.